Hello. This is Adrienne, also known as Capricorntigress of Astrology, a lookinside.com. And I'm coming to do a reading or just to discuss what's going on for the sign of Gemini in January of 2025. Now, what I mean, what's going on for Gemini, is I wanted to talk about the Capricorn new moon and of course the Capricorn sun and how they're affecting Gemini, because this is going to be falling in the 8th house for the sign of Gemini, and so your 8th house is being activated. So let's look at what the 8th house represents. And so when we do that, we can see how Gemini will most likely be affected, okay? So in the case of the 8th house, it normally is representative of, secrets, therapy, like psychiatrists and psychologists and people that we are able to relate to and that we can get deep with and talk things out with. You might reach out to someone like myself, like an astrologer or psychic, or someone that you feel like you can go deeper with, or you can share your deeper experiences with. So that could possibly be. It also is a house of sex, a house of death, a house of taxes, money. You know what they say, sex, money and sex, money and drugs, or and in this case death. So I want you to be careful, Gemini, because it's a very serious place. It's a very serious house, and Capricorn is a very serious sign. It's a serious place to have, or sign to have in the 8th house anyway, but it's not something to be played with. And I think sometimes Geminis like to play. I don't know if they always take things as serious as they should, when they should. And I feel like when we're dealing with the new moon in Capricorn, which means the sun and the moon are going to be in Capricorn at a certain degree, you want to pay a particular close attention to that degree, especially if it is truly falling in your 8th house. And then you want to do what you can to hopefully enhance the power of that 8th house, not detract from it. So in this case, I mean, we're talking about other people's money or wealth in general. But if I was a Gemini, I would definitely set out to say if I had a business, I would send out all my requests for payment, my RFPs. My requests for payments, I would just stack them all up this week or next week so that they could roll in right there at the new moon. Just right after the new moon's great, because then it's going to be rising again, going to the full moon, and it's only going to grow from there. So if you do have some non-payments, I would hit them up really hard. It's the beginning of the year. Some people have their their new budgets in January. This would be a great time to hit them up and get your payments in. So Geminis, that's my best advice for you in that area. When it comes to like sex, now that's something else that could be motivated. I mean, it could be an area, because the new moon is also something new, usually a beginning. I don't recommend starting it then, but it's usually something that's rising. It's not at its crescendo, if that makes sense. It's not baked. You might be baking a cake, but you're at the beginning stages of baking the cake. It's not ready to be pulled out the oven, in other words. So if you're working on something that could lead to money, by all means, Gemini, do that. Like if this is some crazy career brainchild idea that could lead to your wealth and bring you in millions, because Geminis are known for coming up with these crazy ideas, then by all means go for it, because I think this would lead to some form of success. Capricorns are, wherever Capricorn falls, it tends to add a flavor of ambition. And I feel like when it falls in a money house, whether it's the second house or the eighth house, it always seems to stir up the ambition. So especially if you've got a planet in Capricorn, like Mars or something like that, it can be a very positive or lucrative time. So some Gemini rising types, I think, are in for perhaps a little bit of a windfall. If you plan it just right, I can foresee Geminis getting a windfall when the new moon passes over Capricorn. And then it has nowhere to go but up. And then it's going in, it'll be going into Cancer and then Aquarius. I would definitely go for it, because either way, Cancer is your second house. So, I mean, what a beautiful axis, the second and eighth house axis. Definitely go for any money that's owed you at this time, okay? That's my advice for Gemini. So Gemini, I hope this has resonated with you and that it makes sense, and that you do pay attention to your finances, and you do what you can to bring in your wealth. Look at your long-term investments too, like insurance and annuities and things like that. Okay. All right. So if you would like to get a professional reading with me, I would love to do one for you. You can do that. One second. You can order that by going to astrologyalookinside.com/shop. Go to our shop at astrologyalookinside.com. And there you'll see there's different types of readings. Look through there, find what you like, and you can order there. Or you can go to our Calendly page. That's calendly.com/astrologyalookinside. That's calendly.com/astrologyalookinside. And then you can order. There's several you can choose from. And you can place your order there. And you can schedule. That's the beauty of ordering from Calendly, is that you can schedule your appointment right away. Also, be sure to like and subscribe wherever you're seeing this video. Please like and share the video, and subscribe or follow. And be sure to follow us on social media. You can find us at Astrology A Look Inside on Facebook, Astrology A Look Inside on TikTok, Astrology A Look Inside on Instagram, and Astrology A Look Inside on YouTube. Much love.